Hello everyone, welcome to Saram Knowledge Park. Today we are going to discuss one of the biggest questions in software testing. Is artificial intelligence going to replace software tester? You may have already seen AI tools that can return test cases, generate automation script, find bugs, analyze test result and even suggest fixes. So naturally testers may ask, if AI can do all these things, what will happen to my job? And if you are a student thinking about starting a career in software testing, you may also be wondering, should I still learn software testing? Don't worry. By end of this video, you will understand what AI can do, what AI cannot do, how testing jobs are changing, most importantly, what skill testers should learn for the future. So let's understand this step by step. First, let's understand what AI can actually do in software testing. Suppose you are testing an online shopping application. Normally, a tester may need to create many test cases. For example, can the user log in? Can the user search for a product? Can the user add a product to the cart? Can the user make a payment? What happens if the payment fails? What happens if the internet connection is lost? Creating all these test cases manually can take a lot of time. AI can help generate test ideas much faster. AI can also help tester to write automation code. For example, instead of manually writing a complete automation script, a tester can explain what needs to be tested, and an AI tool can generate a starting version of the script. AI can also analyze test result and identify unusual patterns. So yes, AI can reduce a lot of repetitive work. But there is an important point. Helping a tester is not the same as replacing a tester. So let's understand why. Now let's look at the biggest advantage of AI. AI is very good at repetitive work. Imagine that every time a new version of an application is released, you need to execute the same 500 regression test cases. Regression testing means checking existing features again to make sure that a new change has not broken something that has already working. Doing this manually again and again is boring and time consuming. AI and automation can help here. They can execute tests quickly, analyze the result, and identify areas that need attention. This means tester can spend less time on repetitive activities. And what can they do with the extra time? They can think about tester test scenario. They can understand business requirements. They can explore unusual tester behavior. They can investigate difficult bugs and they can communicate with developers and business teams. So AI is not simply taking work away. In many cases, AI is changing what kind of work the tester performs. Let's take a practical example. Suppose the requirement says the user should be able to reset their password using their registered email address. A tester needs to think about many scenarios. What if the email is correct? What if the email is incorrect? What if the email field is empty? What if the email format is invalid? What if the user enters an email that is not registered? What if the reset link has expired? What if the user requests the reset link multiple times? AI can help to generate these test scenarios very quickly. This is useful because AI can give the tester a starting point. But notice something important. The tester still needs to check whether the generated test cases actually make sense. AI may misunderstand the requirement. It may miss an important business rule. It may generate a technically correct test that is not useful for the actual applications. Therefore, the tester's job becomes more focused on reviewing, improving, and validating AI generated testing. AI can also help with bug detection. For example, imagine an application is tested thousands of times. There may be a huge amount of test data and test result. A human may find it difficult to identify every unusual pattern. AI can analyze a large amount of information very quickly. It may identify an unexpected error. It may notice that a particular feature is failing more frequently. It may identify a pattern between a particular browser and a particular failure. It may even help prioritize which problems deserve immediate attention. But here is where the human tester remain extremely important. Finding a failure is only the beginning. A tester needs to ask, why did this happen? Is this really a bug? How serious is it? Can the customer reproduce it? What business impact does it have? Is it caused by application, test data, environment, or configuration? This type of reasoning requires understanding the application and the business. AI can provide assistance, but the tester still need to investigate and make the final judgment. Now, we come to most important part of this video. What can AI not easily replace? Let's take a simple example. Imagine an e-commerce company launches a new payment feature. AI can generate test cases. AI can create automation script. AI can analyze test result. But who decide what can happen if the customer is charged twice? Who understand how serious that problem is for the business? Who knows which payment scenarios are most important for real customer? Who talks to the product owner and developer when the requirement itself is unclear? Who decide whether the application is safe enough to release? These decisions require context, experience, communication, and judgment. A tester doesn't simply execute test cases. A good tester thinks like a customer, understands risk, asks questions, and challenges assumptions. That is much harder to automate completely. So, will AI replace manual testers? My answer is AI is unlikely to completely replace tester, but it will change the tester's job. There is an important difference. If a tester work is mostly repetitive activities, that work is more likely to be automated. For example, repeatedly executing the same test cases without adding much analysis. AI and automation are very good at this type of work, but testing is much bigger than executing test cases. Modern testing includes exploratory testing, risk analysis, understanding customer behavior, analyzing failures, checking usability, security thinking, and communicating with the team. So the question should not be, will AI replace tester? A better question is, will testers who use AI replace testers who don't? And this is where things become very interesting. In the past, many testers spent a lot of time executing predefined test cases and reporting defects. Today, companies increasingly want testers who can do more. They want testers who understand automation. They want testers who can work with AI tools. They want people who understand APIs, databases, cloud environment, and modern development practices. They also want testers who can analyze problems instead of simply reporting them. So the modern tester is becoming more like a quality engineer. A quality engineer focuses not only on finding bugs after development. They think about quality throughout the software development process. They work with developers. They understand automation. They use tools. They analyze the risk. And now they can also use AI as an assistant. Think about AI as a very fast junior assistant. The assistant can do many tasks, but you still need to give the right instruction, check the result, and make the final decision. If you are a student, beginner, or working tester, what should you learn now? First, don't skip the fundamentals. You should understand concepts such as test cases, test scenarios, defects, regression testing, functional testing, and non functional testing. Second, learn automation. You don't need to become an expert immediately. Start with one automation tool and understand how automation works. Third, learn how to use AI tools. Learn how to write good prompts. Learn how AI can generate test cases. Learn how it can help with automation code. Learn how it can analyze failures. But don't blindly trust AI output. Fourth, learn API testing. Learn basic SQL. Understand basic cloud concept and most importantly, develop critical thinking and communication skill. This skill become even more important when AI handles repetitive tasks because when machine do more execution, humans need to provide more thinking. So, what should tester do? Don't compete with AI. Learn to work with AI. Think of it this way. AI can give you speed. AI can process a large amount of information. AI can generate ideas. AI can automate repetitive tasks. But you provide the context. You provide judgment. You understand the customer. You understand the business. You decide what is important. The strongest combination is not AI alone. And it is not human alone. It is AI plus a skilled human tester. A tester who knows how to use AI can repeatedly potentially complete certain tasks faster and spend more time on higher value testing activities. Now let's answer the main question one final time. Will AI replace software testers? AI will definitely replace or automate some testing tasks, especially tasks that are repetitive, predictable, and rule based. But software testing is not only about executing test cases. Testing requires understanding the requirements. It requires thinking about risk. It requires understanding customers. It requires investigating unexpected behavior. It requires making decisions. And it requires communication between developers, testers, product owners, and business teams. So I would not tell you don't learn software testing because AI is coming. Instead, I would tell you learn software testing and learn AI together. If you are a beginner, first build strong testing fundamentals, then learn automation, then start using AI tools. If you are already a tester, don't be afraid of AI. Experiment with AI. Use it to generate test cases. Use it to improve automation. Use it to analyze failures. Use it to save time, but always verify its output. Because the future tester is not the person who avoids AI. The future tester is the person who knows how to use AI intelligently. So remember one simple thing from today's video. AI is not the end of software testing. It is the beginning of new way of testing. The tester who continues learning, understand AI, build automation skill and develop strong problem solving abilities will be better prepared for the future. If you found this explanation useful, please like this video, subscribe to Saram Knowledge Park and share it with someone who is learning software testing or planning a career in QA. And remember, don't be afraid of AI. Learn how to use it. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Keep learning, keep testing, keep growing.